Beachside with Kay. Hey, you guys. It's Friday. Hey. And it's a nice day. It's been raining. It was raining earlier, but as you see, there is no longer any rain out here. So I am headed to the beach. I am on my little walk, okay? Hey, brother, how you doing? How is your week going? Ooh, okay. How is your week going? Oh, look at these little flowers. A little flower action going. Okay. Hey, it's Friday. All right, so I literally just got off of FaceTime with my little brother. He is like in a hybrid mode right now for school. So he's a junior in high school and he had some math homework. So we started working on it like 2 days ago and he had a couple of problems left today. When I tell y'all, I'm really good at math. I could have been a math teacher as well. I went into science, but I could have did math. When I tell y'all, I was stumped on these two problems. I helped them with the first part, but it was like an ABC. I knew how to get C, but you had to have B to get C, and I just couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what to do. So then I called one of my teacher friends, and she was struggling. Okay, so they trying to holler through the car, but I don't know what they saying. So, kind of a struggle. I have no clue what they said, but they were saying something driving by. Anyways, I'm sorry, I got distracted. So I called my math friend, and she was like, she got A as well, and then B and C. She was like, I don't know what this is. Yeah, she was like, this ain't it. So I just said, this above my pay grade. I told him he gonna have to submit what we was able to get done. Everything else, I'm just sorry in advance. Co-worker next door been talking trash. Hold on, talking trash about what? Oh yeah, you gotta let me know. Talking trash about what? They trying to get them digits. I wouldn't even know. I just looked with my little goofy smirk. Oh, while I'm up there talking though, how about this? How about I did a thing? So I think I mentioned this last week. I did mention it last week, but I can give an update now. So last week I was talking to two of my goddaughters and we were talking about Spanish, and they was like, oh God, Mom, teach us some stuff. I was like, y'all probably know more than me because they're learning too. So when I was talking to them, I was like, well, when God mommy learns some more, I'm going to let y'all know. So I ended up, I was like, you know what? Let me get my life together. And I went online, and this girl was like, oh yeah, my Spanish tutor on Verbling. So I said, okay. So I went to the website, y'all. I ended up paying for 20 sessions for a Spanish tutor. And I wanted her, I was looking for an Afro-Caribbean tutor. I couldn't find any in Puerto Rico, but I did find one in the Dominican Republic. So we started on Tuesday. We do Tuesdays and Thursdays. And y'all, I was so geeked about it that I ended up buying another 20 sessions. So I'll be doing Tuesdays and Thursdays from now for the next 20 weeks, basically. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and pay for her for the rest of the year because I don't want her to get booked up for those days. And so I'm doing them at 7 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And let me tell you, the first day, she got on there. She said, hola. She had a little smile on her face. And I'm like, hola. She like, ¿cómo está? I'm like, muy bien, ¿y tú? Then she got to talking, y'all. I was like, I was so confused. I was so confused. I was like, huh? What? Huh? And so on the app, like, she can type different things because I can understand it a little bit. Well, the words that I know, because a lot of it is like a vocabulary thing, right? When you're learning a new language, it's like, it doesn't matter what someone is saying if you don't know what the words are. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I think my bug spray then came up on me a little bit. But yeah, so let me just say though, I'm super excited about my tutor. She's super lit. Like, she is super, like, she's just good. She's super good. She's super patient. And mind you, I've only had her for 2 days so far. So I'm definitely gonna go ahead and pay for the rest of my lessons. So yeah, it's definitely a thug life. Hold on, let's check out the beach today though. We got music out here today. Hold on, who we? Oh, we popping today. Oh, we got the young folks out here today. We got music, okay. Woo. Yeah, we got folks out. Like, they know what they doing for real, surfing. But yeah, ooh. Oh no, this must be like high school day or something. Look at all these folks, y'all. Now, y'all know we ain't used to having all these folks at the beach. It gotta be somebody's family reunion. It gotta be something going on. I don't know. Something is going on. Okay, my apologies. I got mixed up a little bit. But anyways, so yeah, y'all, I'm super turned about my Spanish. And then y'all know I'm about to be super annoying. I done called my brother. I done called my sister-in-law, my cousins. I'm like, oh, y'all gonna practice some Spanish with me today. And let me know if y'all can hear me, because I know the water's pretty loud in itself. And then we got music in the background now too. So let me know if y'all can't hear me. I'll try to go to another part of the beach. But yeah, oh, they popping today. I ain't never, y'all. All these folks down here though, I'm really just shocked though. I'm thinking, cause down there, that's the resort area down there. So I'm assuming they're coming from the resort. But they turned for a Friday. I'm not mad at them. My brother said, how is your time management class coming along? Okay, so we don't start officially until May 11th. But when I tell y'all, I've been trying to get every little quarter and dollar and nickel worth of this productivity coach. So I did a workshop with her last week on the deep dive hour. So I was doing that this week and it went really good. But it's crazy because it was some days that I was literally like so productive in the morning that I just felt like the rest of my day was done. So it was kind of hard trying to get back into it. Oh, Logan, one of my cousins I'll be talking about on here sometimes on the live. Cousin Logan, that's my brother that I be talking about from my internet brother. But you said I be getting on your nerves with Spanish. Don't do me, because we need to practice, okay? We need to practice. Cousin, ¿qué significa? Go ahead. You remember? ¿Qué significa? Okay. Looks like you ain't gonna pass your quiz this week. You said gotcha. You funny. Bree said, hey Logan. See, I don't know if he driving. I know he usually be coming home from school. Yeah, but he's a teacher out in Houston. So yeah, he usually, and sometimes he be riding his bike too. So I don't know if he on his bike or what. I'm off Spanish today. It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Okay, I'm not mad at you, but I got a whole bunch of homework that I have to do. I got a whole bunch of homework that I got to do this weekend. Oh, and then so for my homework, y'all, I have to watch Peppa Pig in Espanol y Jorge de Curioso. Yes, bicycle, as you would say. Oh, I got some great news too this week, y'all. My sister, she just closed for her first home. So I'm super excited for her. She closed this week. So she can move in. She got her keys. I think she said she was going shopping and stuff today. So super excited. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Logan just told us a little bit ago that his coworker next door been talking trash, so I've been trying to figure out what's going on. Logan said he told my students I wasn't coming back next year. The principal told him I was leaving. Oh, I would have been on 150. Real talk. I would have been on 150. And it's crazy though you say that because, you know, I was teaching last year and I had to tell my principal. I told my principal, I want to say like in February, that I wasn't coming back. And he went and must have told a couple of people that I wasn't coming back. And one of the teachers, my next door neighbor, saw me in the hallway and he's like, Cromwell, where you going next year? You ain't coming back. So the kids was looking like, what he talking about? I said, I don't know what that crazy man is talking about. So I had to play it off because I was like upset. Like, you're not going to tell my kids something before me. And I don't want it to be like no big emotional thing. So I definitely understand, like, don't take that away from me. Oh, I would have been ready to fight. Like, he tried it that one time, but he didn't try it no more. So I'm grateful, though, that COVID did come. Because of COVID, I was able to, like, finesse for the rest of the school year. And then it was sad, though, because at the end of the school year, I had to send, like, an email to my kids, like, I love y'all, but I'm not coming back. So, yeah. But it was okay at the beginning of the year because they weren't in school anyway. So it was just like, I talk to y'all anyways. They still FaceTime me. I still have, like, the Remind app that I use for my students. So they still got ways to contact me. But I'm just like, really? I need y'all to get it together. But yeah, I would have been super mad. Like if they all would have known, like before the end of the school year, oh my gosh. But I'm sure though, if we would have been in traditional school during the school year, that more teachers would have been finding out, and I'm sure they would have thought it was their business to tell as well. When was you planning on telling your kids, Logan? Because I'm pissed for you, okay? Logan said, I really want to grab him by the shirt and shake him. So your principal is going around telling people, or the teacher is telling people and he found out from the principal? Either way, it's not okay. And even when the principals do it, like, I don't like that either. Like, it's my business. Like, you telling another teacher, I mean, of course, if you're telling administration, but, like, why are you telling another teacher? It's just messy. Well, your principal obviously is messy anyways, to clearly get rid of an amazing teacher. So, super trash. But I know your next school is definitely going to be excited, and they definitely are going to be blessed to have you. So that is all that matters. Oh, man. So did they find out like earlier this week, or they found out today? You got to give me some more context of how and when they found out. You said I was going to tell them the last week. Exactly. I remember when I stopped teaching in Atlanta, and I remember you know, being very, very intentional to not tell my kids until the end of the year. Like, that's an emotional thing to tell your kids, like, you not coming back. Especially when you got, you know, kids that's not seniors who, you know, are planning on seeing you in the next year. Like, it's not okay. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Logan. So did you end up telling all of your kids, or or you still trying to like keep it on the low? Like, is there any damage control that you can do, or is it a no? So y'all, they must be dispersing what's going on, because they got the little beach security done walked around, and now the folks, they done turned their music down some. So I do wonder what the event is. I don't know. But yeah, I would have been upset. But yeah, so, but Logan, overall time management definitely been super lit for me. It's just a matter now, like, creating a real schedule so I can do like multiple deep dives in a day. The most I was able to do this week was 2. And next week I'm hoping to do like at least 3 a day. But it's so, you be feeling so productive with like no distractions that for real, I just felt like I arrived after my day. How your workouts go this week? Logan said one of my students told me he was going around saying it. Trash. I don't know how many of them know. Okay, got you. So did you get a chance to like pull him to the side and say anything to him? I mean, that literally reminds me of my my neighbor. He was messy like that. So that is unfortunate. Super unfortunate. But yeah, you got to give me an update on your week overall. How was your week overall? And then I'm trying to think what else I had going on this week. You said I'm kind of ghetto, so I can't say anything without going to 100. Why don't you send him like a nasty, nice email? Just send him an email. If you don't feel okay addressing him, just send him a nice little email and let him know. And I definitely understand, because I'm kind of ghetto too. I get it. I absolutely get it. I understand. I promise I do. That is so funny. I can only imagine, especially your school. Like, your school is probably more similar to my last school compared to Atlanta. Because if it was Atlanta, it was just going to go down. What you had to say was going to be said. But you got to know your environments, right? Y'all, look, the party done stopped. They done went down further to the resort side area, but the party done got shut down. And I don't know what he doing, but that looked fun. It's like it has like a motor on it. Logan, did you do anything for Earth Day with your kids this week? All them people nasty nice, but they don't know. I'll tell everybody off. I completely understand. I get you. I completely understand. That is funny. Too funny. Are you planning on doing anything with like your kids, like doing any like little parties or anything at the end of the year? I will say the only thing that was good about COVID last year, as far as teaching wise, like I got to save me a good amount of money. I literally had a budget every month for my classroom for like getting different treats and, you know, different little parties and stuff that I would do for my kids. So I definitely saved money once we went into quarantine. So I was a little grateful for that. Helped me reach my goals a little quicker. But I made sure I claimed that money this year for my income taxes. And what you say? The students are just ready to graduate at this point. Oh, for sure. I bet they are. I bet they are. How are you guys doing graduation? Well, I know Texas, y'all open. So I wonder what y'all plans for graduation. Last year we did a drive-by graduation, but it was actually pretty cool. Like it was a good time. I was like, man, I almost wouldn't have mind having one of these, because you didn't have to worry about waiting for everybody to get their name called. Like you literally drove, they called your name on the speaker, we had music, the kid got out the car, got their diploma from their favorite teacher, and then it was a party afterwards. They went to the back of the parking lot and they had them a good little time with their family and got their pictures. And because back at home, there's only like, with the public schools, I think there's only like one school who actually does graduation at the school, but most of them are at a like off-site location. And I think a lot of kids would enjoy having pictures at their actual school with their cap and gowns on. So it was a good experience for them. Different, but it was good. Oh yeah, Texas, y'all are super wild. You said it will be at the football stadium. Okay. Is y'all football stadium outside or is it an indoor football stadium? I'm not sure. I know in Atlanta, our graduations was at the Georgia Dome. If it was favorite teacher handing them out, I'd be up there all day. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That was the fun thing, though. It was so funny. I literally, because I was in Cali during, like, the first, like, I want to say April, May, June. I came back literally just for graduation, just because my kids was like, we want you to still give us our diploma. So I didn't get to give all of my favorites their diploma because they had the kids split up in 2 days, and I wasn't there for the first day, but for the second day I got to get all my kids. So yeah, I thought that was something that was different about the high school that I just was teaching at, that I really enjoyed. Was like, hey, you can actually give, the kids can pick who they want to get their diplomas by. So yeah, that was nice. Okay, outdoor stadium. Got you. Yeah, Georgia Dome was indoor. It was the old stadium, but it was indoor as well. It was indoor as well. I wonder how long he can go before the motor goes out. So now, I told y'all I got a beach chair now. I was gonna bring it out here, but like I said, it's like a lounge chair. So I'm just looking for like a regular chair for this. But then like when I come out here and I'm just kicking it, I can have my little chair out here and my little umbrella when I want to be fancy. And then I'm looking for a hammock as well. There's some good trees out here that you can put your hammocks on. But brother, when I tell you though, I'm about to be fluent though in my Espanol. And it was so funny though, because she was correcting, you know, a lot of my pronunciation on words. And she was like, I don't want you saying the wrong things. I was like, thank you. Thank you, thank you. But y'all, I've really been learning from Peppa Pig though. Peppa Pig has been super lit. Let me see the episode we cocinando panqueques. Cocinando. I don't know if I said it right, but he was cooking some panqueques. So they showed us how to make the panqueques, and then or panqueques, not pan. See, I'm like, I gotta get my little edge off. But yeah, panqueques. I don't even like panqueques, but I just like saying it. So yeah, so they did that. Then they went to the Estación Don Bomberos. So that was the fire station, and I learned that fire in Espanol is fuego, fuego, because they kept saying it on the episode. So I was like, that must be fire. Yes, I'm learning. And then I learned, what else did I learn? I learned, oh yeah, it was them pollitos, the little chicks was being born from the huevos, the eggs. And the chickens, the pollos, they was trying to eat the pechugas. No, pechugas breasts. Yeah, I went to order some chicken the other day, and when I go in there, I'm always asking them to speak to me in Spanish. And I learned that she was asking me like what part of the chicken I wanted, and she was like, pechuga, and I was like, what is that? So she was like, the chicken breast. I was like, oh yeah, see, because I like white meat, so she gave me that. I was excited. And then oh yeah, on the episodes they were picking moras. Moras are blueberries. So yeah, so I'm like, every day I'm gonna be watching some Peppa Pig. Like I said, she also wants me to, so Mere, she wants me to watch. Like, so I watch Mere para hacer la tarea. La tarea is homework. So I was trying to, Mere a Peppa Pig para hacer la tarea. I think that's what I say. I don't know. I'm practicing. I'm trying to get it together, okay? I am trying. But like for the most part, the lesson is in Spanish. Like I'm just always asking her like, ¿puedes repetir? Or I can say, which is like, can you repeat? Or I say, ¿qué significa? Which is like, what does that mean? Or I say, ¿puedes escribirlo? Which is like, can you write it down? Let's see, Logan, my brother said, aside from messy co-workers, the week has been good. We reading one last book and cracking jokes all class. Oh, what book are you guys reading? Please do share. Is Dominican Spanish different from Puerto Rican? I would say so. They have like different slang that they use. It's funny because the Puerto Ricans, a lot of them think that the Dominicans speak super fast. They're like, we can barely understand the Dominicans. But when I talk to her, she feels like the Puerto Ricans speak extra fast. So I thought that was interesting. She said something like, la gente, that's the people, la gente, rapido. I forgot how you say it, but basically they speak fast. Hablan rápido, rápido hablan. It's a lot of rules. And then, like, so I'm trying to learn, right? And then just like, and it's so crazy though, because we're like, when you're trying to learn a different language, you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many ways that you can say one thing, but like, it's clearly the same in English. Like English, there's so many different ways to say the same thing. So I don't know why we're like super amazed when we're trying to learn a different language. Like, why is there so many ways to say it? So I'm trying to get my life together. It's called Tuesdays with Maury. Oh, I never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look it up. Definitely gonna have to look it up. Is it a pretty like fun read? Or is it like a more serious read? Oh, and then question, how did you feel about the verdict? And did y'all like talk about it at all in class this week? Tuesdays with Marty. But yeah, I was gonna say, what else? Some quick updates. So I told y'all, so I just got back on Instagram, and well, like in the last month or so, I'm not on there actively, but like I will get on there and scroll around. And I saw that I was spending an hour a day on Instagram, and I was so mentally disturbed because, mind you, Instagram has not been in my life since 2015. So I was like, oh no. So I set a limit on my phone. I set it for, I know this might not seem like much, but I set it for 40 minutes. I was like, 40 minutes, that's reasonable. Because the people I follow on Instagram are like people who are like in my business space or like other creatives, things like that. I don't follow a lot of like personal people I know, to be honest, but or like some of the motivational pages and stuff. But I was like, I'm not going to be spending all day on some Instagram. So I dropped it to 40 minutes, and I'm thinking that this upcoming week is probably going to be 30 minutes. Oh, and then I have a life coach as well. So I meet with my life coach every other week. And so I have been, what was my homework this week? Oh, my homework, I have to like just kind of be still and do like some prayer meditations for like 10 to 15 minutes a day. So I'm just trying to create some different routines in my life right now that aren't overwhelming or doing too much. And it was funny because I was talking to my life coach and I was telling him how I was like getting more focused and how I have my productivity coach and, you know, all these different things. And he was like, Harry, you don't think you got a lot going on? You talking about you doing Spanish now? You got this coach and you doing this and you doing that. I was like, hey, like I'm zoning in to my genius right now. Like I'm not, I was like, it may seem like a lot, but it's like structured things in my life, and I'm trying to focus on like my mental, you know, my spiritual, and just like my body and my health. So I mean, those are the areas that I'm prioritizing. So that's why I've been making sure I get my tail up every day and I do my workout. So actually my schedule, like I said, I'm working on creating a schedule now. I was doing some trial and errors this week. So I've been getting up about 6:30, and then I just, you know, need some time to, you know, get acclimated for the day. And then I'll do a deep session from like 7 to like 9:30. And then, well, now I got Spanish, so or I'll have Spanish from like 7 to 8, and then I'll do a deep session from like 8:30 to 10. But yeah, and then after that, after my deep session, that's when I work out. And then after I work out, I like take a shower, then I eat like brunch. I don't eat like breakfast. I pretty much do brunch for the day. And then I do my little brunch. Then I do another deep session. And then I still have clients now, so I have meetings with my clients scheduled like usually in the afternoons. But yeah, I'm really happy about the progress I'm seeing just in this little bit of time and amount of focus I've been able to gain. So very excited about that. Let's see. Logan said they didn't say much aside from one class. I feel so because it took international protests to get it. Got you. In the book, the professor is giving advice to a former student, and the book is a combination of everything he was taught. Oh, nice. Oh, super nice. So is the book from like the perspective of the student receiving the knowledge, or is it the perspective of like the professor giving the wisdom to the student? That's interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna have to check it out. Oh, and I'm excited because I've been finding time to read as well. So I find time to read my Bible. I'm starting a 100-day daily devotional. Starting next week from one of my faves. Her name is Marshawn Evans, and she wrote a book called Believe Bigger. And actually, like right when I was dismissed from med school, there was a girl who had wrote on my channel like, hey, I just wanted to share a book, with you. And she had gave me the name and the title of the book, so I purchased it. I got the audio version of it. Oh, I used to love my audio books, but I've been actually buying like real books now because I need to be like marketing them a little bit. But I really don't like marketing my books that much, to be honest. But yeah, so her book was Believe Bigger. Super good book, and she has a devotional attached to it. So I was like, okay, let me get my life together. I think next week I'm going to do a video, or in the next couple weeks, I know I'm gonna do a video talking about like practicing what we preach. Cause I'm telling you, like it can be so easy to preach, to preach, and to not practice. I know I've been guilty myself. So I just want to kind of have a conversation about practicing what we preach and how we can be more consistent in our messaging and our actions. Because folks is definitely looking. They always looking. And if the folks ain't looking, your character is always looking. Because that's the things that people really don't see. Logan said, from the student in their conversations. Oh, good. That would be so dope. Now I'm about to be calling all my kids like, have y'all been writing down our conversations? Because I know they be sick of me because I'm always giving them a whole lecture. My little brother actually texted me this week. He's in his early 20s, and he texted me and was like, I know you might not think I'm always listening, but I am. I was like, isn't that so sweet? Like I said, I definitely get it. But it's so crazy though, because even though I'm in my 30s, like I feel like I remember what it was like to be a teenager. Like I just feel like it was not that long ago. And I was going through my locks the other day, and I found a couple of gray hairs. I was disturbed. Like I was really like pulling. I thought it was lint. It was gray hairs. I was like, oh no. It's funny, my mama's in her 50s and she just found some gray hairs recently, and she had a whole breakdown like, I have a gray hair, there's a couple of them. I'm like, mama, you old now, like you gonna have some gray hairs, like what you mad about? Girl, you better have that wisdom. But it was so funny. She was like so dramatic about it. I was like, it is not that serious, lady. Meanwhile, I'm looking at my hair like, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Super confused. I will say though, random side note, one, one thing that I am kind of like sad about right now when it comes to island life is that it is still getting dark by like 7 o'clock. And so we don't do daylight savings or what's the other one? We don't, our time doesn't change. It's always the same. So I'm like, I wonder in what months do we start getting more daylight? Because like I'm sad. I'm like, man, it be 7 o'clock and it's like pitch black. And then I'll call back home and they kicking it now. It's all super light outside. I'm like, I'm jealous. But I'm going home next weekend, so definitely looking forward to that. My friends will graduate. My last like batch of close friends, they graduate from med school next Sunday. So I will be there to celebrate with them. And looking forward to that. And then May is also my birthday month, so I'm like, it'll be cool. I'll be home for my birthday. I don't really do too much for my birthday though. Like I don't do no big dinners or nothing like that. That's too much. But I will be eating well. I will tell you that. So this week I'm definitely gonna be going hard in my in-home created gym. So that I can enjoy some variety of foods. I think the first thing I want when I get home is a gyro from my favorite gyro place. And then I want a gyro bowl from my other gyro place. Super good. Ooh, and I want some brisket from BJ's. I got a whole list. I want Dairy Queen. I want a Blizzard. Yeah, I got a whole list. A whole list. And then I'm hoping I can get to Atlanta. I know I'm not going to be able to do it on this trip, but I'm thinking I'm going to go home. Because I want to get home like maybe every 3 to 4 months for a couple weeks. My mom's side of the family, they're supposed to be doing a family reunion, which I've never known them to ever have a family reunion. All the family reunions be on my dad's side, so yeah, I'm like, well, that should be interesting. That should be interesting. And that's supposed to be like the end of July, but I'm not sure if I'm coming home for that. Haven't made up my mind. But I'm trying to find out if my college is if Tuskegee's having homecoming this year. Because I saw on Facebook, that they're having a young alumni party in Atlanta that they have every year. So I'm like, are we having like a real homecoming this year? Because this is actually my 10th year. My 10-year anniversary from college. So it would be nice to celebrate, but like I said, I don't know if that's a real thing. None of my friends have really mentioned it. But I was planning on going back for like my 10 year, but we'll see. Oh, okay, good. Logan said my class is in for the semester this week. Okay, you excited? Out here being great. When are you going to be graduating again? You got to remind me. I feel like this is your last year, but I don't know. You gotta remind me. Help me out. Do you have like a big paper or anything you gotta do to end the semester? And do you got any any bike rides planned for this weekend? The 30th of April, you graduate in December. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I think you graduate this year. Okay, so December. Okay. And then you got to remind me, when is the baby due? When is the baby due? There's a portfolio for one class and a 15-page paper for the other. Oh, got you. Yeah, I had to do a portfolio for my master's program, and I was so trifling. I don't know. I just thank God for his grace and his mercy and his keeping power, because I totally understand trying to get your master's. And I was going full-time, being a full-time teacher and coaching full-time. It was not the move. I remember them 15-page papers, my portfolio. Oh my goodness, they gave me so much grace in that program. I'll just say that. I got it together, but it took me a little while. I was a little past the deadline. Logan said, I'll go bike riding tomorrow and Sunday. Oh, nice. I really hope I can get a bike before the end of the summer. I don't know if it's going to be, a real thing, but I would really love to have a bike. And it don't really matter the end of the summer, because, of course, here the weather's, decent throughout the year. But I wonder how it's going to be, like, as far as the amount of rain we're going to get for, like, hurricane season. Oh, baby due in November. Okay. So you're gonna have lots of good memories for your winter. Literally. Baby, graduation, the holidays. That is excellent. I'm doing my portfolio this summer. What system are you guys using for your portfolio? I want to say, I can't even think. I actually, when I had got dismissed from med school, I had went back and was trying to find my portfolio. I was like, I know I got some good stuff in here. I can't think of what it was, the platform it was, though. It'll probably come to my mind. But I was mad. I had to pay like almost $100 to get it reactivated. Because unfortunately, I wasn't smart enough to like save the entire portfolio, like, in a separate folder. Like, I have bits and pieces of it, but some of it was like literally I just typed in directly into my portfolio. But yeah, I had some good stuff on there. Logan said, no idea. I know we have to revise 4 papers that we turned in for classes. Jeez, okay. Got you. Well, mine, because my master's was in the art of teaching. Like, all of my stuff was like philosophy. I had to do like recordings of me teaching. I had to do my teaching philosophy, my classroom management setup, like my mission. It was a lot of artifacts that I had to create in my my first couple years of teaching. And then I also had like observers that would have to come to my classroom, and I had to put all of their reports in like my portfolio. And then we had like different papers and stuff we had to put in there. Oh, and then I had to create like lesson plans. Like, I had to do like a full unit of lesson plans, but I had to use like their lesson plan format. And then my focus for my master's was broad field science. All right, my brother. Well, thank you so much for coming onto my live. Like I say, you know, I appreciate you. I appreciate you when you're able to take time out to come and just hang out with me at the beach. Like I said, next week I'll be at the beach again, but before that, I mean, a week after that, for a couple weeks, we're gonna be doing porch side with Kay. So y'all probably gonna see some of my crazy family on the porch with me and just get to kick it with me back at home. So yeah, I hope you have a blessed weekend, and I will talk to you next weekend. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.